I thought that would be the hardest part, but it really wasn't. For some reason, my mother had it in her garage, and I'm like, where did you get all that from? But
did you use the same phone for both people talking?
Yeah, had to.
Yeah, I noticed the same phone because I noticed the
fuzzy
tie and the fuzzy thing in the wire. There were a few, what's the word that I'm looking for? Time thingies that popped up. The husband, when he calls his wife, he's like on a modern phone, and she's like, but having said that, dressing a film like this for a period piece is an incredibly difficult thing to do. And you did a really, really fine job of pulling together the assets that you did. So it was well done. What I thought was just as well done as the set dressing was all of the characters were dressed in period costume. The hairstyles were period.
Makeup,
the makeup was period, which can be as difficult, especially with finicky actors that don't want to do it, and you managed to do that. The performances, once again, you can only get so much when you're dealing with people that don't do this for a living. I thought the woman in the yellow dress did a really nice job. The other one was a bit more stilted. The little girl actually did a really good job for a little girl. The comedy bits were really well done. The little asshole from the little girl was very nice.
That was the hardest part to get. All the parents that I went to didn't allow that, but finally found one of them that did.
Yeah.
And she was excited to say that line.
Can I say asshole again? Please? Asshole. 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 So yeah, I mean the little kid, the husband, I thought did an okay job. The premise of the script, I got to say, the writing of the script was really was a great little idea. And you pulled it off really nicely. I don't have a whole lot to say about shot selections or the cinematography part of it, because frankly, it pretty much did exactly what it was supposed to, which is disappeared. I didn't notice wanting something that wasn't there, and I really didn't notice any of the shots being jarring and not what they were supposed to be. It pretty much just played the story very nicely. It was not real contemporary cinematography, but that's fine because it wasn't a contemporary story. It was more classical cinematography, which is kind of what the story called for. So as far as the editing, I thought was pretty much spot on. I thought it maybe lagged a little bit after the two women got together in the living room. Maybe you could sped that up just a skosh. The one thing I did miss, I really missed in the phone conversation, seeing the husband.
Yeah, we didn't really have time for that, but...
Well,
Is that you?
I'm just...
What? Is that your voice? No, it's not.
No.
I missed... it would have been nice to have seen her husband laughing a little bit. I think it would have helped sell her anger and her reaction a little bit better. Watching him and his face react, because she wasn't reacting just to this one incident. This, as the little girl said, that this was an ongoing series of things going on, you know, she was reacting to his attitude overall, I think it would have helped sell it a little bit better if we'd seen him.
I really wanted to, but we couldn't find anybody that wanted to be in front of the camera.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, casting is always, you know, he's gotten Dustin. But other, you know, I mean, all in all, I have very little critique. It was a very nicely done piece. Probably my biggest complaint is that it's going to be hard to go too many places with it, simply because
The copyright
issues.
With the song, what, the music?
Well,
The broadcast.
Carmichael stuff is
Oh,
set
that
up
was a
with the
real
War of the
broadcast.
World, the War of the World broadcast. You never get permission.
Oh, you used the real,
Yeah, she used the real stuff, and it would be even recreating it. If you used their script, would be impossible to get permission.
Yeah.
You'd have to basically go back and start from scratch, and then it wouldn't have the same believability. So, but having said that, a great concept, a great idea, a great little story. You did a very, very nice job.
Thank you.
So,
Did you write that, Christine?
Yes, I did.